saw Brow do it, and that's what
sure to make of these drafts, ET.
Waiting game. But Fly, well, gets the attendance out, TP's the tower.
Fine.
Yeah, he'll be okay. TP to a lane before he ends up heading back mid, but again, it's almost 7 minutes into the game. No action. Very, very different pace. I think both these teams really respecting each other right now. But Gunner's getting closer to that level 6. He's really the one who's going to blink first. But Yuma, there we go.
Yeah. They caught him with enough damage. They bring him down. Very nicely done by Nouns.
There. Pushed into the Radiant Triangle. Tried to steal a stack, but just pushed Nouns into farming the stack. So really no harm, no foul.
On the stack, they all get back to their lanes before the waves arrive at the tower. It's like they never even left, but they should be able to kill Fly here. He's getting charged into. He might not even need the charge, but he dies nonetheless. Stormstormer try to find revenge, but he's the one that tanks the charge instead, taking so much damage from the Sunray. Tag team next to it as well, and they bring down the Wind Ranger. Kasane doesn't have level 6, but he has a lot of HP, so he's going to run forward, using his body to get the vision on the Shadow Demon. That should result in a kill on Laylas. And 3 heroes die around the mid lane map, and they're coming middle as well. Immersion maybe trying to go in right behind Stormstormer. You know, they can have Kasane back them up. He finds the D ward, but okay, he's actually being abandoned by the crew. Snowballs onto Fly just to delay the inevitable, but he will die. Kasane though is coming in with the charge, and he's not scared of this. Gunner though is also nearby, so they might be forced to disengage here. Magnetize out onto this Phoenix should end up being the death of him. Disruption ensures this outcome. At the same time, Kasane with the ultimate onto Gunner almost brings him down with the assistance of Braille, but Gunner rolls away at the very last second.
And for the first time in the tournament so far, the support levels on TSM are not great. They've actually had to take a step back. It's where Nouns are actually outdoing them a little bit, being able to farm and be a part of these stacks. Fly might be in a little bit of trouble though.
Well, some of that experience you're talking about will be redistributed
now very easily. We're almost waiting for Magnetize again here for Nouns before they make another play, but smoking up with Immersion. Watch that wind run.
He's so dead. Saw his mates, they're gonna try and save you. Let's see what Lilas can do with the disruption, but here they come with the Supernova. Kasane going to the far edge of the fight, looking for the Wind Ranger, and he does find her. The distraction of the Supernova works, but it costs the life of this Phoenix. Gunner in the meantime also brought down by Tomato. All the way.
Egg died, supports were on it. I think he missed his Fire Spirits going in, so it ended up being a pretty easy kill, but check this out. Ryle, there's the disconnect.
Super dead. And not even gonna bother with that much effort. They kill him off quite easily. Lila's the one credited with the kill. And that's before the Geo Grip that they can make this happen. So once that's online, life becomes even more difficult for Brow.
Yeah. Tier 1. First one of the game. Gonna start toppling as Whiteman. Running away, but...
Where are you running from? It's Gunner on the mission. Gunner on the case. Chases him and gets the kill, but here comes Tomato. Doesn't have the Chronosphere available, so will not be able to fully threaten Fly.
We'll check just in case, but then the mid-wave gets pushed in, and everybody needs to start filling in these lanes.
Here comes 3 hero Chronosphere from Yuma with the perfectly laid over Supernova, but the Supernova came a little bit too late. So it only pops onto Gunner. Now here's a turnaround from Nouns. Yuma popping the Eclipse, but needing to get out of here because Kasane is just charged in, finding the Nether Strike onto the Luna. Her demise will be delayed with the disruption, and it will be delayed wholesale. They somehow heal her up with the Nature's Attendance. Stormstormer, in fact, uses the ultimate to kill Whitemon. What a turnaround from Nouns. They lose Gunner, but that could have been the worst thing ever. Given how it was set up, ET, I thought they were going to at least lose 2 in that situation.
Spirit Breaker. No hero in the game is equipped to lock down Spirit Breaker, unfortunately.
Whitemon, he will not necessarily be walked on, but shot out the sky by Stormstormer.
Feeling like with this 40-second window before Roche goes down towards bottom, they want to try to sneak this Roche, and that's exactly what they need.
They got scanned into. TSM are aware of this. The question is, are they going to come and stop it? And they're thinking about it. 4 heroes are gathering here, and they're showing in the wave. There's an observer ward. They've been scouted. They've been seen. They're going to come for it. And unfortunately, their trip is going to be a little bit too late. Yuma already able to secure the Aegis. The commitment from TSM. They move through the Twin Gate. Gunner as well as Fly, hoping that somebody would show that they could kill. And Kasane happily shows, knowing full well that he can't be killed. Very frustrating place. They're actually going to charge in right now, looking for Leelith. They caught him inside vision. They dropped the Supernova as well. With Nether Strike onto the Shadow Demon, they should be able to kill him off. Yuma, though, snakes his way out of danger right now. Several heroes here might be in jeopardy of being re-engaged upon. They don't have their ultimates available. They blew a lot, except the Chrono, to get that only one kill. Nouns will take it.
Yeah. And it's in no man's land. It's a kill that really won't affect the map too much, but if you keep Nouns away from your buildings right now, TSM are happy. Kasane, yeah, see if he feels the danger here. Arcane Rune, and there's the Shackle in between the timings. No bulldoze, silenced.
Nice.
Easy.
There's a reason why they keep giving Stormstormer this Wind Ranger. Looking fantastic right now. And as strong as the Spirit Breaker is, he does not have BKB, does not have any way to get past the silence, so he just gets brought down. You do find some quick revenge on Fly, taking away his army as well. Going to be some free gold and experience. But there was going to be an immediate counter from Gunner, who just rolled in from assassinating the Spirit Breaker to hopefully bring down Whitemon, but he misses the rolling boulder. Phoenix able to Icarus dive away to safety.
No, but look at this. He got the BKB and the win run off, though. So, Tomato, can you actually stay on this kill? And I don't know. With that time lock, things are going to get a little sketchy here for Cook here. They want to move in. Anybody dies on their side of the map, and then suddenly you're on these objectives. All these creep waves are pushed in right now. Immersion's trying to push the creep wave out, but he's also on the run. He's on the lam.
Oh my god, there's no way, dude. Let's see how good you do it. Oh my god, dude. Look at him go. My man is juking it up. He's going to die, but made it entertaining. Brought us some flair, brought us some style. He actually might still survive. Blink is back up after the snowball. Dude, he's actually out. This guy's a god. While he's doing this, though, Stormstorm was assassinating his team. He's still going. He's actually still alive. The stun catches everybody involved here. But at long last, he does end up falling. While it's the rest of the team on Nouns are just casually pushing a tier 2 tower.
Yeah. They cut the wave, they get the objective, there's no recourse for TSM. Again, just that wasted chrono, wasted time, there's no threat. And the net worth lead is starting to balloon. You're starting to see these items and that added gold crafted up until this point.
Oh, they're gonna try to force a fight first in the event that Roshan does make an early appearance. Yule Scepter will toss Gunner up into the air, ruining the initiation for now, but at the same time, Stormstormer, he found Bryle all by his lonesome. They haven't been able to kill him off just yet. The snowball delays things as well as a shallow grave, but eventually the kill will happen. Yuma himself and Gunner have more than enough damage. It does cost the Earth Spirit his life though, so that means a much harder charge coming in right now onto Stormstormer. Flew a little bit too close to the sun on that one. Was right underneath an observer ward. He thought he was a little bit safe because there was a ward on the high ground, but it was a false sense of security. Gets punished. That enables TSM to smoke. Roshan is up. I'm not so sure Nouns can take it before TSM arrives. So this might be the opportunity. Look who's coming down. It's Yuma. They have vision. Do they? Where's their dust? Where's their sentries? Yuma walks right past them. Invisibility isn't vulnerability. Will they turn the fight? Stormstormer buys back. He reveals himself all of a sudden. But Yuma, no. It was a trap. They get the Chronosphere out onto him with the Supernova directly on his face. This Luna will fall. The Supernova pops. It stuns up several heroes, but now they have to run because Stormstormer is here, getting the Shackle Shot out onto Bryle. Gunner helping with the follow-up. Dazzle is down for the count. They force a buyback out of the Tusk. Whitemon also trying to make his way out of this fight, but is not going to be able to do so. The Shackle Shot ensures that Gunner can find a triple kill. And with no Dazzle, no Phoenix, and no super
5-minute mark, suddenly Nouns are not so happy with the way that things stand. That's where Yumo getting near a tier 3 tower could just die 100-0 to Chrono Egg, which is pretty much what happened just now. And they don't even give him Aegis. They give it to Stormstormer, even though
one of those methods though, as they are smoking in his direction. Do they have awareness of where he's at? The pings go out. They're saying, watch guys, the map is dark, we don't see anybody. Bryle instead is going to become the target. Will they be able to get him in time? He gets off the BKB, so he's going to be fine. Snowball's going to be there as well. And they get off the last second Supernova. But Fly destroys it before the Chronosphere goes off. But still, the Chrono catches the Luna, and he bashes her to death. Tomato also found Gunner inside the bubble. So that's 2 cores down for the count. Fly, who's trying to become a core in his own right, will join them. granting Tomato the double kill. 4 heroes have fallen from Nouns.
Stormer walk away though, and yeah, they do. Nobody's committing, and neither should they. But look at that, 37 seconds on the Roche, meaning he will spawn up top first, but getting sentry control, getting vision control. Kasane's baiting right now. He's got bulldoze. He really can't die, but BKB committed.
BKB committed, so is the Supernova. It comes out, but they haven't slowed down Fly, so he's gonna try and right-click it down. The Nether Strike, though, stops it from happening. And while all of this is going down, they target and kill off Stormer on the western part of the fight. He's dead, joined in the grave by Fly. And the fight might not be over just yet because Kasane, can he catch vision of Yuma? I'm not so sure he saw him. Yuma has the bonus nighttime vision, so he might be able to turn onto Kasane, but they don't have the reveal. Shadowblade ends up saving his life. In that fray, Nouns. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold that thought. Kasane went right back in. He's gonna find himself really wishing he just stayed out of this fight. Or maybe not. He was baiting with his life. He dies, yes, but he gives Tomato the 2-hero chrono onto Gunner and Yuma yet again. The Sunray is gonna bring Gunner low, force him to abandon Yuma to his own fate. The Luna goes down. 92 seconds in the grave. So they have everybody available and waiting. They're gonna try and force the buyback on the high ground. They might not have Luna Shadow Demon, but they are no slouches either when it comes to pushing down towers.
No, Tomato's just gotten to that point. He does actual real damage now. He's got very few defensive items, but it doesn't matter. It's enough. It's fine. Glyph will get refreshed, but as soon as that creep wave comes in, it's time. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication there. Kicks away the hero that they go in on with the SB, but
they go for the tier 3 tower. 20 seconds until Wind Ranger is back. Stormer really doesn't want to buy back at this stage. Might be forced into it if they don't want to sacrifice 2 lanes here. Fly getting charged. They break him, but not enough to kill him off just yet. And looks like they have weathered the storm. They're looking to kick back Yuma, but he gets off the Manta style, outplays Immersion. And Immersion gives up his life to give the rest of his team time to escape, but they don't want to let this happen. Stormer, he's outside the base right now. BKB pop, but they don't even care about it. They do way too much damage. The Wind Ranger, she just respawned and she's already dead. And now Yuma's in danger. They have Chronosphere, but they don't need it either.
Right now, he just chronos you, and then the game ends. You don't survive that. Is Gunner, okay, trying to kick back Bryle.
Okay, not going to be able to find the kickback. Immersion kicking back Fly in the meantime. Bryle still alive with the Shallow Grave. He does get purged though, and the power shot brings him down. That's a massive kill for them. Does have buyback if needed. Chronosphere, Gunner, and Yuma. How does he keep catching them both at the same time over and over and over again? Tomato bashing down Yuma will be able to kill him off. Gunner will fare no better. He's trying to delay buy time with the Yule Scepter, but his fate is sealed. He dies off. So does the Shadow Demon. Tomato went off to murder Stormer all by his lonesome. So Fly trying to hold back the sky all by himself. He's not going to be able to do so. He's losing his life while Gunner, he's just only using people up. That's all he can accomplish right now. He doesn't have damage to kill any of these cores. Kasane charges in after him. The roar will not save you. There's the Nether Strike. Gunner gets bashed up and he's dead. 2 minutes in the grave. No buyback. And that should be the game, ET. The golden letters haven't been sounded just yet. But TSM know what's up. They know there's no way for Nouns to fight them. And they know that the first game is theirs. GG, well played is called. Team Solo Mid defeat Nouns Esports in a scintillating game in the upper bracket final.
Oh, well, I'm feeling stressed out, but there we go. TB is historically
3. So it's literally happening on both sides of the map. A lot of HP pools dropping precipitously low, but no kills just yet. Only the one in this game that happened very early on. The only big thing that has been happening in this lane... Wait, Kasane? Is this the time for him to get brought down? They're gonna maybe go on to Yuma, the Ink Stroke of Fate. Damage from Immersion. Stroke of Fate, some right clicks is enough to take down Yuma before Kasane goes down. Fly just a little bit too far away to assist in killing Kasane first. That's pain and suffering, and now Fly might get killed off himself here. Stroke of Fate slows him down. One more right click from the Grimstroke is all the...
Stack here or there. Can't really stack Ancients with PL in your lineup. Otherwise, the Ancients kind of just end up killing Tomato. But reaching all the way over to Kasane here can burn his mana. They know he's not level 6, but this dive is also a little bit difficult. But everyone's here. 4 heroes ganking Kasane.
It should be an easy kill for them. Looks like TSM doesn't really have much interest in defending Kasane's life. They let him die. But it is 4 heroes, like you mentioned. But the main objective is achieved. Not just killing Kasane, but getting some much-needed earn charges for the Stormer Invoker.
Or farmer-esque mid laner actually succeeding, because it's tough to get into that team fight. Kasane, well, he's here. They're going on Brawl.
Kasane's here. They're going over Brawl, but the damage output is too good. They've already dragged back the Brawl Necro Fast. Necro trying to stay alive, gets off the Reaper side, back onto Gunner, but Gunner's gonna stay alive here. Yuma's also made his presence known in this fight. Supernova popped out by the Phoenix. That enables them to burn through the Necro and kill him off. They do lose Gunner, but it's a 2-for-1 exchange. They do
The setup in some of these situations, especially, you can catch Gunner out pretty easily if he's doing that X-Mark farm. But look mid, Yuma, a mobile hero, but he's silenced, needs help.
They get the heal out onto him, and it's not going to be a die just yet. The Coco run with the Sunray keeps him alive. It cost the Brewmaster's life. Brawl is also going to end up tumbling here underneath the tier 1 tower as the Supernova bursts, stuns him for a moment, enabling Lilis to finish him off. 2 core heroes for the price of 1. And although they do manage to find Yuma, that was very, very, very expensive coming in from them. Well, they might be able to fight them back here underneath the tier 1 tower. Whitemon going forward with the Inkswell. Can't reach in time though, because the Sunray doing way too much work. But these illusions coming in from Tomato, they might be able to kill both the Phoenix and the Kunkka. Phoenix Tomato at the moment. Invoker trying to isolate which one is the real PL. Doesn't want to expend smells for no reason. And they buy back on Immersion. He was the only person to die initially. Now that he's back though, it's 5v5, but there is no Supernova. There's also no Overgrowth though. They found Tomato, that's the real PL, but he gets himself right through the combination. But he's lost all his mana in the process. Tidal Wave pushing Brawl forward towards the rest of Nouns. They silence him up. There's the Mystic Flare. They've almost killed him off, and finally Layla's able to make it happen. Brawl in the grave, but look at this! The Soul Bind enabling mass amounts of damage to come in from this PL. They've managed to win the fight right now as Yuma getting surrounded by these illusions. He's gonna get gone on by Tomato, who finds a double kill here. Brawl brought back, but he also found a Reaper scythe kill to make it a little bit more worthwhile. And Nouns, it looked so good in the beginning. They found the real PL, they were able to kill off the Necro, but it turns to ashes in their mouths as they lose the fight, and now the Roshan as well.
And this is not a fast Roche. This is a very, very slow Roche. One that most of Nouns should be able to respawn, but there's just no good way to get back here. And they're going to steal the first stages of the game away from TA. And for a second there, it felt like they're just trading ultimates. They trade Egg for Overgrowth. They get a great initiation. They almost get Tomato, but even Gunner trying to go for the PL first, I think is just way too risky. They even get the silence. They barely get the silence onto him, but it doesn't matter. It's after the fact, trying to steal the kill of the Roche, but doesn't matter. And now, Tomato, Brawl, yeah, takes the Aegis.
TSM having Aegis, they were trying to find something on the map. But they're also just happy to just casually keep shoving out these lanes. Whitemon and Kasane are trying to ambush whoever shows top. Nobody will show just yet. In the mid lane though, in the river, Tomato just casually wanders by Phoenix. He's like, oh, I could use some free gold. Thanks, fam. What a G. A surprising amount of gold. Wait, what? How did he get... Wait, what? Where did this gold come from?
Yeah, it's just the Midas effect. Him being a level 12 hero is okay. Sonic.
I know where this gold's gonna come from because Gunner is rich as hell right now. That's if they can kill him. His Radiance and Hearts is making him a shockingly tanky on Gunner. He's still alive for now. But here comes the Necrophos. That percent-based damage is arriving, baby. And he knows that if he dies, he's giving away a Death Scythe charge for sure. They're going to hold off on it. Brawl. There it is. Nasty.
The solution to the tank is just more tank or beat.
What can we find here? Stormer comes across Brawl and Kasane. He's not gonna be in danger just yet. He has a BKB at the ready. Look at this. Yuma eviscerates Immersion. There will be a brew split, but there's a Supernova to counteract it. They need to run the hell away as TSM. As the Supernova explodes, Tomato thinking about going on to the re-engage, but he realizes how tough a proposition it actually is. So Nouns will be happy if they can just buy the space necessary to take their Aegis. TSM want to make sure they can deny them this. They're trying to poke and prod around them. We see Tomato baiting out some spells from this Kunkka. And there's actually going to be a very decent tornado coming in from Stormstormer. Tosses Brawl up into the air, but not enough for them to threaten his life. The waterworks going absolutely everywhere from the Kunkka. There's going to be an overgrowth, but look at the sun ray damage from the Phoenix. It's burning Kasane down. It's actually going to end up killing him. Brawl comes in the middle of the fight though, looking for revenge. Reaper Scythe brings the Kunkka low. It's not going to kill him, but they can kill him on the re-engage. Yuma, he tried to BKB TP out. They even threw the tornado to protect him, but there's just way too much damage on the side of TSM. They kill the Kunkka, they kill the TA. Yes, it did require a buyback or two, but definitely worth it in the end.
And they just don't get the fight on home turf. They can't buy back, they can't TP to the outpost. It just doesn't exist for them. And they just stick around for too long. The EMP does not connect. We get to see 2 tornadoes in that fight, but as soon as that Torrent Storm goes out, Nouns needed to run away. They needed to find the escape route. They don't have the TA trap set up. Tomato's microing his illusions to clear away any of that extra control that Yuma can put out on the map, and it doesn't matter. And you're in the losing core position. It's where the PL, it's just free in that regard. The later this game goes, the freer the game is for Tomato. He's got the heart too now. He's so obnoxious. And who are you bursting? You almost got the kill onto the Brewmaster. You're able to run him down. You're able to waste his Brew Split. I think you even got it, but it doesn't matter because you're not touching the PL. You're not burning the mana. Bryle is able to stay along in that fight for way too long. And now you're getting aggressed upon. Of course, now his hero's respawning. They should be able to kick him out, but all this is just a tactical retreat. The PL illusions go forward. They see everything. It's not a pretty position to be in.
Are they even retreating? They're actually just sticking around. I think they made the realization that, wait, why are we backing?
Yeah.
We have Tomato here. He is the strongest hero on the map by quite some distance. If he is nearby, we cannot lose a fight. And this Tormentor, though, making this a very entertaining affair because it's taking so long. Like, they're not actually losing HP, but it just looks so annoying. It's the clowniest thing I've ever seen in my life, actually.
No, it's so annoying. He's just loud. He's just obnoxious. I think finally Yuma is actually going to be the one to take it out, but okay. At least they claimed the Torrent, but what is this? It's just, I guess, trading damage, but on Bryle, still just going to heal up with the Heartstopper. Getting his mana burn is not the most important.
Into a defensive posture. The Coco Rum will help out. There's a Tidal Wave as well, but Soulbind holding some heroes back. There will be a Mystic Flare, though, dropped onto the PL. Aghanim's Skywrath Mage, baby, with the Water Park of Gunner, making the difference there. The control given out. A little bit of damage, and PL
doesn't get caught by Whitemon. Very scary situation.
Low score indeed. They're actually making a move themselves on the side of Nouns. They don't have the best vision. Gunner is underneath vision. They're going to go on to Leeless. Soulbind will be there. But they realize that if Gunner's around, we actually don't want to take this fight. There's a lot more control than we can deal with. So they let it go for now. That being said, though, reinforcements are en route from TSM. And slowly but surely, Tomato trying to burn through these mana pools, throwing lance after lance after lance after lance. And it's been working out. He's managed to slow down Gunner. Gunner has a BKB to pop if needed. But the Radiance Burn is also helping to protect him for now. Sunray from the Phoenix, doing its utmost to keep him up, but unfortunately it will not be able to protect him through the Reaper Scythe. He's dead in the grave, no buyback for 90 seconds. At the same time, Mystic Flare dropped down onto the Treant Protector, which will kill off Whitemon, but he will take it. Fly. No Supernova available. He needs to be very, very careful here. Tomato's brought him to less than half HP just with the Spirit Lances. And they will beat Nouns back despite the massive gold lead. TSM able to exploit a chink in the armor and find a very big kill onto Gunner. No buyback especially means that they probably don't have what it takes to shove them off of this tier 3.
Oh, and this is so annoying. And look at that. Silence goes through. There's the Soulbind, but still just obnoxious. They all split for the EMP, which does clip Tomato, though. So, PL, finite amount of resources that he has to give. And just with that EMP, he's already getting skeeved out a little bit. He doesn't want to stick around for too long here, even though this should just be the tier 3 tower, but he doesn't want to get too far in. He wants to be able to escape still. Here's another EMP.
This one will get dodged out, though, by the Doppelganger. Tier 3 tower about to fall, gets taken away. And TSM will count that as a victory. They sound the retreat, they get back. Or do they? Onto them, maybe force a mistake out of this team. Yuma is going around here. Doesn't have any big damage coming up, but the tornado will connect directly onto Tomato. EMP gets dodged out by the Manta style as a supernova comes in on the low side of the fight. Fly is perfectly positioned. It's going to be able to stun these heroes up. They found Tomato. Yuma looking for the damage. Yuma gets the kill. And the second supernova is going to zone back TSM once more. Kasane looking to lose his life as well, trying his utmost to escape here. Immersion gets out just in front of him. Kasane forced to eat the cheese. But he's really reliant on just being able to outspeed them. He does not have a blink dagger. He does not have an easy way to escape. Stormstormer exploits this, tornadoes him into the air, and they put him in the grave for 2 minutes. Nouns win a decisive fight, and this time around, the second and all important. They're actually going on to Ghana. They're going to force a BKB out of him. Okay, and they get out of here. Brawl getting dragged back in with the tidal wave. Look at the damage from the Sunray onto this Necro. He is forced to run away with the BKB of his own. Whitemon will have no such luxury as he dies off. Stormstormer with a tornado onto 3. It's going to set up Yuma to demolish Immersion. That's both supports down and out. They do have buybacks, however. Question is, will they be forced into using them? They really want to defend this, but now there's no supernova. Does have a refresh though for Fly, so the second one can come out at a moment's notice.
In a Thorn that you have to deal with. You don't have Glyph, so you have to either win the fight or deal with the TA. You can't do both.
I'm going to see what they're going to try and do in this fight, though, as they go in onto Immersion. Yuma able to get the kill. Yuma, though, now being gone onto Kasane is TPing in onto Yuma. They don't have any bashes to cancel out the BKB movement through the reality. Supernova down from Fly. Gunner, though, tossed in the air, so you can't keep these heroes in range of the egg popping. So they looking to maybe come back in on this fight. Kasane does have Bruce Split up and available only in another minute or so. So they might be forced into the reset here. How will they approach this? Ghana looking for the tidal wave, hoping to drag in these Brewlings, kill them off, get some bonus gold while they're at it. But they're not really threatening some of the bigger cores. Kasane, though, forced to TP home because here they are looking to try and bring down some buildings. Tier 3 tower will fall. Whitemon, he has access to the overgrowth. They really want this. No, he got outplayed by Stormstormer. He blinked too soon. So Stormstormer might be able to get away right now, and indeed he is. No, Whitemon, for once of blinking a second later, unable to kill off the Invoker of Stormstormer.
Yep, and as soon as they force those TPs back, they see Kasane stuck in the base, immediately back to the pit. You're just getting dragged around by the Boots of Travel 2, by the TA Ags. It's too hard for them to be in the right place at the right time.
So they're forced to be the ones that are poking and prodding, and TSM want to try and burst out heroes. Although they don't have all the tools to do it with just Kasane, he's forced into the Primal Split just to escape this attempt on his life. They're bringing in reinforcements though, and Kasane absolutely going to find himself dead here. It would be a miracle if he survives. Let's see what he's got. Hex, right clicks, dead. But he does have buyback.
Yeah. Has buyback. Should get it forced out of him as well. We'll have to see if anybody else dies in tow, but, you know, it happens. You're out of the map. You kind of just get stuck dead to rights, but rest of the cores stay healthy. They're surprisingly veering out of their base a little bit here in the top lane. Maybe trying to catch Stormstormer. Pretty low on mana as well, but is just clearing the waves. I feel like Stormstorm has just been farming most of this game. There's so many last hits across the board from everyone involved, but here we go. Very casually up onto the tier 3, and again, it's such an early glyph from TSM. I get that they're not in the base, but now Nouns can go for these poking plays, and it's gonna work. They clear up the top wave. They're gonna just try to tear you apart in every single lane, and they have the Boots of Travel to play like this. They can be anywhere they need to be.
Oh, they're going directly onto the Kunkka right now. Gunner falling very low. Gunner almost died, but he does get healed up by the cheese. Now they're trying to turn the fight. Double Mystic Flare onto the high ground with the Nullifier, catching Brawl of God. Will kill the Necrophos. He does not have buyback. Kasane trying to buy in to save the PL, but it's too little too late, as Tomato also dies in the middle of this fray. It is a 3v5 affair right now. 3v6 if we count the ages. And TSM might be staring down the barrel of their first map loss here in the close qualifiers of the North American region. Nouns are just playing like absolute demons right now. What will they do to stop this? TSM Delay and hold is the motto for them. But a minute feels like it's going to be impossible.
Yeah.
Not going to take anything longer than 6 seconds of distinct hitting coming in from Yuma to take away the Strax. It's gone. Nouns has another set. They're going to go middle. They want double. Let's go.
Oh, Stormstormer is so obnoxious. The Tornado spam, the Ice Wall, the EMPs. He's just casting every single spell. He's playing the Invoker game. He's not playing Dota. But it's working. They're getting the buildings. There's no glyph. That committal's really hurting TSM right now. And sure, the game's not over, but they're just waiting their cooldowns on Nouns. And Lelis, he just kills Immersion in the back.
Wow. Such an easy kill from Lelis as well. Cataclysm getting dropped onto the back edge of the fight. Tomorrow with his illusions, trying to zone these heroes back, but it's just not Nouns. No, maybe they're the ones with the curse. The movement outside the base though, as they're going to try and bring down Fly. Fly will die for this, but it did cost the life of the Whitemon tree. Both of these heroes do buy back though. Kasane with the ultimate trying to help his team out. Gunner though, just going with the waterworks. He's controlling up these heroes. They've controlled up Immersion. Immersion's gonna get melted, bashed, right click down. He's still alive though because Whitemon went in with the AoE overgrowth. Buying space and time for Brile as well. The Necro's not dead. He can get off the Reaper side. He throws it onto Kunkka. He's gonna get healed up, but the heal takes too long. He ends up dead to Lelis with the Mystic Flare without buyback either. Massive fight happening.
Beginning of the end of the game. They've got to do something special here. If they can kill Yuma twice, he's going to buy back. He's immediately going to get in, but Yuma might just be building focused. He's just trying to end the game.
Yep. Yuma wants to win. Yuma can taste that grand finals. They end up just killing Kasane almost casually at this point. He doesn't have buyback either. Tomorrow doing his best, going Super Saiyan with the BKB. He's not going to help him out though. He's doing an outlandish amount of damage, but he can only do it to one target at a time. And there are way too many targets to deal with. So GG, well played is called. Nouns take us to a game 3 in the upper bracket final. We've got an entertaining, exciting, and very competitive series on our hands here, ET.
No.
Alright, this is interesting. And nail him down to the fastest in the entire game. But it turns out not fast enough. Gunner will be giving up the ghost. I'll getting first blood. If you're gonna,
But not yet.
some young free farm, come to expect this from both of these squads early on. This training farm, only small instances and pockets of aggression. One of them will emerge in the top lane though, Whitemon and Lelis.
Yeah.
One of them was gonna die. Who's it gonna be? It's gonna be Lelis, it looks like. Tomorrow running in front of him, trying to get the body blocks, and eventually able to successfully get the kill. Gunner getting chased by Tomorrow underneath the tower. Gunner actually might die for this. There's gonna be the Spectral Dagger. They chase him down. Tomorrow gets a double. Fly does emerge eventually to try and find some revenge, but I'm not sure he'll be able to do so. Did get out the Fire Spirits onto Tomorrow, but not all of them landed flush. Spectre lives, gets away with murder, and punishing Gunner at the same time.
Yeah, they killed off Lelis's boots as well. They're going to be on deck for another 50 seconds. Just simply overestimating themselves versus level 2 Leech Seed. Spell just scales fantastically, and then you lose out on that trade. And look mid, Stormstormer. Look at this mid lane, man.
Oh no. He gets killed off here. He was already falling behind. Slow from the Ghost Walk. Disabling Kasane and Immersion from continuing the chase. And now here comes Fly. Goes in with the Icarus dive. They have Cold Snap. They've got some fire damage, but it's not going to be enough. Kasane looks like he's going to escape this one. Or maybe not. Tornado comes back right in the nick of time. And Yuma, who started this fight, it feels like a
Maelstrom. Whether it's Maelstrom into the immediate ags or something else, we'll have to see. But okay, Gunner's just meter hammering himself. But look at the dodge!
But the dodge, so well done. Tomorrow will be able to help out with the kill. It was be credited to Brile with the Sleight of Fist. That's gonna guarantee a young killing spree for the Ember Spirit. Really is off to the races. This is what you want to see from this hero. Top net worth. Prior 10 minutes can show up anyway to get kills. Would have been nice to have him bottom, but they don't need him. Asani and him.
It's a little bit too sketchy for him to be here right now, but Fly just TP's in. Does get the dive, but he's silenced, so he's back in hell.
Calling, man, what a spell. Prevents you from getting your escape that you naturally wanted. Tomato also finding a haunt out onto Lelis.
Oh.
Nice dead shot, connecting at the literal edge of the range. Makes it so much easier for Tomato to kill off Lelis. Now Bryle on the other side of the map hunting down Gunner. Should be able to kill him off with one more slight. He has it, he gets it, he brings him down.
Objectives, but it's a weird hero. It's different. Right now, he's smoked up with the rest of his team. It almost needs to come from Lelis. And it looks like they will get something going here on Immersion. It's a great dead shot.
Oh my god, the Immersion dead shot back onto Lelis. It leads them to getting a kill. They do end up losing Immersion anyway though. But it did cost a Supernova being committed by Nouns. Tornado.
It's where, in very similar fashion, you need the Aegis to close that gap. But look at this. So much damage.
Tomato. Cold Snap is on him. Lelis does now have the hook shot. It connects flush onto the Spectre. Gunner able to finish him off with the Coddle Blast. Supernova hot by Fly as well. Try and zone back the rest of TSM. They've already lost the Clockwork. Sunstrike from Stormstormer kills off the Whitemon tree. And Nouns will offer a pretty sick move.
You feel like maybe TSM are giving too much space to Kasane. There's no safe spot for that Spectre to farm, but it doesn't matter. And Yuma, he's walking into a problem here. Well, Kasane's also getting gone on, but is Kasane going on them?
Kasane might be going on them. Gets out the Primal Roar. Looking towards Gunner. Meme Hammer though splashes onto his face, and Gunner almost dies here. Will actually end up getting brought down.
No way.
Kasane Beastmaster, boy. Kasane Beastmaster.
He's going to play where the TA wants to exist, and if Yuma can't find his way to an Ancient Camp, the TA is going to start to slow down heavily. He's not going to have anywhere to play.
Unlike in the previous game, where the progression of net worth for Nouns was very uniform, in this game, TA stands alone at the top of the net worth charts. Gonna get roared up. Will get brought down here by Tomorrow.
Raul's TPing in. This is where the rest of this mid game is going to be decided here based off this Roche. What do we have here, Nouns?
All about positioning at the moment. Raul looking to try find a slight change. He finds Yuma. That's going to be the big target on the side of TSM. They really want to bring down the TA. Will they be able to do so? She gets feared back and now she's dead. Nouns do not have their carry. Lelis in the meantime, potent power cogs with the Beastmaster. Gets pounded down. He's lost his life. Gunner doing his utmost to escape. Looks like he's going to succeed in doing so. Unless, though, Whitemon wants to keep the chase. He really wants to find this kill.
Oh.
Bryle joining in the fray as well. Finds the slide chains. They have the damage necessary. The mobility on this TSM screen. The Spectre lineup was also the first one to try and go for a Roshan in a game. That's usually not what's supposed to be happening. Top lane. Whitemon was chasing after Gunner. Gunner has called in support. Fly does have an obs here, and they're just gonna haunt onto Gunner. Might just die from this. They can't really protect him. And Bryle, he comes in to ensure that they can kill off Fly as well. He's like, you really gonna try Sunray this? Okay, fine. Come on first. But it still looks like the Invoker will take a tumble here. Supernova comes out. It stuns onto twos, Immersion and Kasane. But Kasane doesn't die before he throws out the Primal Roar onto Fly, who eventually able to get away with the Icarus dive. Lelis not gonna be as lucky. It will be brought down by this Ancient Thunderhide. Bryle gets credited with the kill for a double. It's 2 for 2.
Stormstormer can't get away with anything, and okay, they're getting jumped everywhere.
They're going for Yuma right now. Look how low he's already fallen. He gets... Oh, Deathshot is literally like 50 units from hitting him. Manages to stay alive. They turn back onto Whitemon, but it was a bait. Here comes Bryle to finish off Yuma. No buyback for the Templar Assassin. Lelis gonna die after getting Primal roared up by Kasane. Does have buyback, but the Invoker does not, who died behind him. Tomato able to solo kill Stormstormer in a very easy situation for him. The rest of his team is fighting middle. He kills the enemy mid and still farms in the meantime. What a player.
Yeah, I'm so surprised he stays on Stormstormer like that. He slots in Dust. I don't know if he went back to the fountain to make sure he had that item or he just had it already, but it doesn't matter. Just finds the pickoff, perseveres, and now Tomato's in your base, getting the kill on the fly. No way to save him. And Gunner, you're getting run back all the way to the fountain.
Bryle is on his face. Takes him out. There's no buyback available. That is looking like it's going to be at least a lane of Rax, if not do all. Who dodges all of the stun, dodges the damage, goes back in to target Yuma, and as he does so, the TA is dead without buyback. Stormstormer, having recently try to involve himself in this fight. Will definitely wish he hadn't. He is going to be stalled up. Can he get back to the fountain? He does, just barely. But as they're caught and corralled inside this area, Tomato and the boys win another fight. Tomato's actually just going to jump on some targets. He just bought an Abyssal Blade. How is that for a reveal on that item? Stormstormer is gone, forced to buy back. But what can he do all by his lonesome against this juggernaut that is TSM?
No, you're running out of time. You're running out of space. There's a tier 2 bottom, but TSM don't need to leave. They know the position they're in. There's no glyph. You barely can approach already. Even once TA respawns, she doesn't have BKB. She's still in trouble. That's a hex? Okay.
Alright. Tornado thrown out. There's a tier 2 tower in the bottom lane, so they can't get megas right now. That's the only thing elongating this game for Nouns. Maybe a little pushback onto the Spectre. Neelis was thinking about an angle, but decides against it. They have to actually come back. No, he does find the angle. 2 heroes caught inside the power cogs. It's Kasane and Immersion, but where is the follow-up, BT? There is going to be a blast to kill off Immersion, but at the same time, Tomato is just zoning back Yuma, killing off Yuma, and destroying any hopes that Nouns have of winning this game. GG, well played is called. Nouns throw in the towel, and TSM will get into the grand finals as the final boss